Sedimentary rock, whenever the igneous rock gets weathered, it results in the formation of finer dust, and whenever this dust starts to accumulate in the form of sediments, that sediment converts itself into a sedimentary rocks. So if you look at here, especially in terms of sedimentary rocks, whenever you observe a sedimentary rock, you will find layers. Clear? Now as the sediments keeps on depositing layers by layers as the time passes by, due to that visible layers, sedimentary rocks is also called as stratified rocks. Example, sandstone. Then the next process of converting sediments into hard rock layer by pressure is called lithification. Now I think if you are familiar that when the sediments are being pressurized by the overlying sediments, those sediments which is under the pressure, it converts itself into a rock, and that pressure which converts the pressure into the rocks is called as a lithification. Next point, the physical and chemical changes which takes place when the conversion of sediments into a solid rock, it is called as diagnosis. Because what happens, whenever the pressure is given on the sediments, there are some chemical and physical changes, and that changes in the sediments is known as the diagnosis. Classification of sedimentary rocks. First, clastic sedimentary rocks. Now if you look at this word plastic, now plastic is been derived from the Greek word plastos, meaning broken. Clear? It means broken into a very fine sediments, very fine particles. Now it means that which means sediment consisting of particles removed individually from the parent rock. Because whenever the sediments is been broken and removed individually from the parent rock, these sediments results in the formation of plastic sedimentary rocks. The naming of plastic rock depends upon the size of the grains. It means that the naming of the plastic rock depends upon the size of the grains. It means the fine sediment which has been eroded from the parent rocks. Next, non-plastic sedimentary rocks. Now this non-plastic sedimentary rock is further subdivided. The first one is chemical precipitates. Now whenever the solid minerals matter precipitate from aqueous solution in which ions have been transported, it means that solid minerals like the salt. Now this salt easily dissolves in the water, and when that salt water is evaporated, the water gets evaporated, leaving behind the solid minerals, and that is called as a chemical precipitates, which example is the rock salt. Next one, organically derived sediments. Now organically derived sediments comes into existence when they consist of remains of plants and animals. Whenever the plants and animals get decomposed, it results in the formation of organically derived sediments. One of the best example is the coal and limestone. Coal comes into existence because of the decomposition of plants and animals, and the limestone comes into existence when the marine life they die itself, the skeletons the skeletons results in the formation of limestones. Next, organic sedimentary rocks formed by organic matter derived from plants and animal remains. Now, whenever it has been formed from the organic matter derived from plants and animals, it is called as a organic sedimentary rocks. For example, again you can give, for example, like coal. Next, calcareous sedimentary rock. Now calcareous sedimentary rock means which mainly has higher concentration of calcium. Clear? And it is made specially of cells and skeletons of marine animals, because the bones, especially the bones of marine life, not only marine life, even the humans, we have higher concentration of calcium. And when the shells and skeletons they decompose, it results in the formation of calcareous sedimentary rock. Lime cells of such organism are cemented into limestone sedimentary rocks of organic origin. Next, carbonaceous sedimentary rocks. Now carbonaceous sedimentary rocks are very much rich in carbon contents. That is why it is referred as carbonaceous sedimentary rocks. This carbonaceous sedimentary rocks is formed due to decomposition of plants and animals. Example, coal. Chemically formed organic sedimentary rocks. Now again, if you look at this chemically formed organic sedimentary rocks, the first point is that direct precipitation of minerals from their solution in water. Again the same thing. The precipitation means evaporation of water leaving behind the minerals which was inside the water, or which was dissolved in the water, resulting in the formation of rock salt. Now when water evaporates, it leaves the substances behind. That is the example of a salt. Next, inorganic sedimentary rocks. Now these inorganic sedimentary rocks is formed due to weathering, erosion and deposition of old rocks. Clear? Whenever the inorganic sedimentary rocks is formed, it is formed due to the weathering, erosion and deposition of the old rocks. That means when the old rocks is been weathered, eroded and finally deposited in one of the places, it results in the formation of inorganic sedimentary rocks. Now this inorganic sedimentary rocks is further subdivided into argentinius sedimentary rocks. Now this argentinius is a particular word which has been derived from a Latin word, and arena means sand. Clear? So here argentinius sedimentary rock, the main content or the main composition for the formation of argentinious sedimentary rock is the sand. So here sand plays a major role in the formation of argentinious sedimentary rocks. Next, argillous sedimentary rocks. Now this word is again derived from the Latin word where argil, which means clay. Now clay is the finest particles, which is much more finer than the soil. That is why argil, which means clay, and the main element for the formation of this rock is the clay, and it has plenty of fine pores. It means that it has got plenty of space in between the two minerals. Characteristics. Sedimentary rocks, they have layers. Clear? First. Secondly, they are much more softer in nature. Clear? And for this characteristics, just refer the textbook, at least learn 3-4 points. That will be more than enough. Economic importance of sedimentary rocks. If you look at it, especially there is the economic importance of sedimentary rocks is very, very less, as it is a very soft rock which gets weathered very easily and very quickly. But still, it has some economic importance. Those economic importance is that it is a source of hematite. Clear? What this hematite is especially a different. It is a different category of minerals which is used by many different industries, iron ore, coal, etc. And not only that, this in the sedimentary rock, especially petroleum is also found, And the sedimentary rock, especially in terms of India, we find huge reserve of sedimentary rock in the Indo-Gangetic plains.